Welcome to Marketing in the Age of AI, the show for leaders who want real results, not more noise. Join Emanuel Rose as he helps business builders turn AI from a confusing add-on into a practical advantage with clearer messaging, stronger trust, and smarter systems. If you felt a shift happening in real time, you're not imagining it. In the agentic pivot, Emanuel calls it the move from experimenting with AI to building with it, so it supports your team, your brand, and your growth. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Marketing in the Age of AI. I'm your host, Emanuel Rose, and today's guest is Tom Gay. He's the CEO of Successful Relationship Selling and the force behind Referrals Made Easy and Engage Pro. Thomas blends sales, craftsmanship, technology, and entrepreneurial rigor to build repeatable referral engines that deliver qualified prospects. We'll focus on practical systems, measurable outcomes, and how to operationalize relationship-driven growth so that it scales predictably. Tom, thanks for taking some time to have a conversation with me.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Appreciate you being here and the invitation.
You bet. Well, it's always good to check in with somebody who remembers what life was like before the age of AI and how business happened before this frenetic chase of the next shiny thing.
It is a shiny things world now, isn't
it? Indeed, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've been around long enough to see a lot of these changes, and this one is exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's super exciting, but I think there's some things that we lose sight of sometimes when we have so much technology, and that's relationships and the humans having conversations. And so I know you know that, and that's what you built this business around. So talk to me a little bit about what Referrals Made Easy and Engage Pro are about.
Well, basically, what we do is address the number one problem that everyone has. It's the common problem globally, and that's I need more business, I need more clients, I need to find a better way. And no matter what the technology is, and I'm a heavy user of AI, a pioneer, in fact, I would say. I've been using ChatGPT and tools like that for about 10 years in terms of helping people hyper-personalize relationships. And the challenge is, as much as we get more technology and create agents and do all the things that you talk to people all the time about, people still buy from people.
Yeah.
And if you want to separate yourself from the world and the noise, you have to go back and understand how to get people to want to talk to you. And it's not about getting another 10,000 emails automatically into the email stream of the world. It's about one-to-one, person-to-person, trusted connections that really create the difference. And so I'm into the whole premise of creating a great relationship reset, getting that pendulum to swing back and include the people-to-people communications. So Engage Pro delivers on that promise, and I built before that Refer.com with millions of subscribers, but the key to success was learning about someone and then using that as the core of your conversational bridge, the bridge to trust.
I love that. What are some of the other non-negotiable components of a referral system that you teach people?
Well, if you want results, first of all, let's assume everyone does. Okay? A non-negotiable is you must build what's called engagement. Engagement is the keep in touch personal activities that have you in front of the people you're trying to reach once every 2 to 3 weeks. A second non-negotiable is stop talking about yourself. Okay, think about that. Stop talking about yourself and what you sell. For example, if I learned that you were an avid golfer and a University of Nevada Reno fan, and you love skiing because right now you're outside of Reno somewhere. If I learn those things, if I talk with you about those things that you care about, I'm going to be more interesting to you because I'm talking about you.
Right.
And we've harnessed AI to make that easier to do.
I love that, and that I think that is it's one of the lost arts is asking questions, remembering the answers, and then looping back around and bringing it up again. Right?
It is. And, and being accountable to yourself. For example, if I said I want a relationship with you and all I do is add one more name to my, let's say, my CRM and set up a keep in touch calendar, and then I don't do it, which is not uncommon. Follow up is probably the biggest failure in networking today. Everyone says go network, but very few people do the job of following up. And and so these create, obviously dissonance in terms of getting results.
Yeah. So I guess where have you found inside your software that the technology helps, and where do you avoid using the technology and make sure the people are doing stuff?
It's really it's a combination answer. It's not simply here's technology and here's what people do. The reality is you're trying to build presence and top of mind awareness to where people want to talk with you and want to be open to one, doing business with you, number two, partnering or referring you to the people who they believe could use what you do. That's how we met. Okay. Um, so what it requires you is you need to mix up how you reach out to people. Don't just hit their inbox every day or their text messaging every day. Imagine how you would feel if in your mailbox, your physical mailbox, you received a personal note from me that said, "Hey, Emmanuel, I really enjoyed being on your podcast with you." How would that make you feel?
Yeah, it would feel like you took some time to make an interaction that was meaningful. Yeah.
Exactly. And if the next time I reached out, I sent you a text message that said, "Hey, I understand that you just had one more great snowfall up there in Tahoe. Did you get a chance to get up there and enjoy it?" How would that make you feel?
Yeah, like you're paying attention. I love it. And it's creating some obligation for me also.
Well, it is. The power of reciprocity is deeply embedded in our humanness.
Yeah.
And to those who give, the people who receive, if they do it in the right way, want to reciprocate. And it just works. That's the silly thing about it.
It is. And so what's some of the ways that you are measuring the ROI of a program like this, Tom?
Well, first of all, we have a tool that has integrated all these things that automates the finding of the content, tells me that you just posted something on going skiing this weekend or whatever, and serves up the actual relevant articles that I can share with you that build the bridge. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two is we teach a principle. It's really a simple principle. The principle is make two good connections a day. Just two. Stop mass marketing. Just find two good people to talk with a day. Now, higher order math says that's 10 a week.
Right.
And if you keep pressing that repeat button, you can see what typically happens if you follow the simple process. Do a day, build trusted, engaged relationships by deep personalization. By the end of the third week of doing that, you will start to get a client or two coming in each week.
Mm.
By the end of what we say, the target should be 8 to 10 new top quality referred prospects every single month. Now, a referred prospect done in the right way, not a LinkedIn intro, you go meet Charlie and Charlie, but a trust-based referral has the highest probability of closing if it in fact is a client prospect. Very highest probability. The likelihood you will get referrals from existing clients if you do this is even more predictable. 90% say they'd love to refer, and 100% have actually referred. And we have research done over years that says highly engaged existing clients, 100% likelihood of getting perfect referrals. Now, there's a good contrast. Lower that engagement, you want to talk about ROI, the level of satisfaction drops to where only 7% will give you have given you a referral. They say they might, but they don't because you didn't do the engaging.
All right. Well, then sounds like that's the secret sauce is the engagement.
It is 100% the secret sauce. And how you do it isn't by mass blasting, as I said at the beginning. It's about going deep, and you'll get the results.
Well, I guess if let's say there's somebody listening, they have a company and they haven't ever really built a referral engine. What should be their kind of 90-day action plan, and what kind of KPI should they look at to do something like that?
Well, we specialize in building the tool that enables you to do the action plan and actually implement the work. So we're an implementation or an enablement technology. And APIs to all, so you've got some technical people listening, APIs to things that is easy stuff. The hard stuff, the hardest stuff is getting 15 minutes a day from someone to actually do the communicating, because that's the behavior shift. Instead of sitting and hitting the keyboard for that 15 minutes, stop and talk to someone 2 a day. So I would
like call them on the phone, or how do you talk to somebody?
Isn't that beautiful thought? Think about that. Call them on the phone. Here's a best practice. How many times when you call someone on the phone, this isn't a question, I'm just posing it. You call someone on the phone, you get their voicemail, and you hang up. Think about that. Now,
yeah.
You have an open channel to leave 40 seconds of TLC to say something meaningful to that other person. And the odds are very high it will get listened to. A little best practice for people hearing this.
I love it. Yeah.
Never hang up. Leave your TLC message. You become memorable. That's just one little implementation. The real key is harness AI, harness the tools to make you the best relationship builder you can possibly be. And there's another channel here that comes up since we talk about AI. And that channel is, there's lots of agent capabilities, and I'm into agents as much as anyone. But the real challenge is you've got to be clear to define the entirety of the process and the problem in order for AI to serve its purposes. And what's the process? Well, I'm going to a networking meeting. I want to meet people. I then want to turn them into suspects, and then put them in a sales process, and then bring them into a client. Now, you get agents to do all kinds of stuff around that.
Sure.
But the layer of the human side of that is not enabled effectively, and that's what we brought together.
Well, I mean, it comes from a real desire to want to meet people, want to get to know them, and then stay in touch with them about things that are important to them. Is that what I kind of boiled down from what you're talking about?
That's the means. The end is I want to expand my footprint, get more sales, build a referral team, uh, grow my revenue, pay my bills, and a lot of people out there struggling, especially with the evolution of the professional stay-at-home, self-employed, side hustle oriented, enabled workplace that we have.
Yeah, it's tough. It's sometimes it is a you kind of feel like you're in your own four walls, and that's all you got in some email. Well, I'm interested to know, Tom, what some of your some some books or some people who are talking about these types of topics. How would you find some philosophical centers of influence for people who are listening?
Well, I think one place to go. Some of the original thinkers on this go back 100 years, like Dale Carnegie, and you know, so the thinking isn't new. You can come more current and talk about Bob Berg and his Go Giver and the Go Givers
Hmm.
Sell More and endless referrals. I've known Bob for 15 years personally. It's the same principles just brought into our current workplace or marketplace, and yet at the same time, failing to use tools to do those things effectively is where the hunger begins in people.
Right.
And there's not a day that goes by that I don't talk to a dozen people who are sitting wondering, how do I move from survival to stability? And and the, and it's not that all of them will get there. I can't save every starfish, if you will, at the beach. Okay, that's an old story.
Yeah.
However, for those who are willing to just, let's say, face the turning point, this is not about leaving something, it's about adding something. It's not about a 180, it's about maybe a 90-degree shift. And when you add high touch, let's go back to Naismith back in his earlier days when he wrote the book Megatrends. He talked about high tech and high touch. We've left the touch out.
Uh-huh.
We've left the touch out.
I got you. So then, so some of the classic thinkers, and is that where you got your inspiration for Engage Pro?
Well, it is, although 25 years ago, well, even longer, I built a very successful public company. I built 7 companies, and we always taught our sales reps that they had to find a way to get the door open. The people on listening to this message won't remember the days when we used to get 2 dozen trade magazines delivered into our offices once a month, filled with information on the industries that we work in. Now,
Yeah.
that marketplace doesn't exist. We taught our salespeople to go into those magazines, tear the articles out that related to your target client,
Right.
take them over to something that used to be called a Xerox machine. People don't remember
Yeah.
Xerox.
Yeah, we're getting a history lesson now, aren't we?
It's absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But that little company we took from startup to $80 million in about 8 years by teaching sales reps to be relational. So I think we were unconsciously competent on the merits of doing that because other people have made lots of money writing books after we were doing it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So for 25 years, I've been teaching these principles, built a couple of companies around these, and had a lot of fun kind of going counter to what the trends are by simply coming in and getting and supporting those trends with some of the old things that just work.
Yeah, it's still human to human contact, and we've got to figure out how to make a connection and then engage them. I love that message.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Thank you, Emmanuel. And,
yeah,
you know, and here in my back room, not me, but my team, we're using AI to make that even more effective. When you start putting multiple tools together and watch what they crack open in terms of that opportunity to go deep. It's a mile wide and a mile deep, not a mile wide and an inch deep.
yeah, it's true. When it's applied correctly, it adds dimension. I'm with you. Well, Tom, if somebody's interested in learning more about what you do, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, I'm available on LinkedIn, like we all are. I operate a free community in the school system, SKOOL. If you're in school, Referrals Made Easy is the name of it, and we've got a couple thousand people in there. So we're one of the more prominent communities in that site, and I love to brainstorm and create new solutions. So if anyone's got an idea and want to talk, let's put our heads together, build a relationship.
All right, I love it. Well, I'm very grateful to you for spending some time talking about this, and I love the product that you put together with Engage Pro. And thanks for helping people make connections and stay interested in other people. I think that's a gift for all of us.
Thank you, Emmanuel. I enjoyed the opportunity to serve and speak with your audience.
All right, thanks, Tom. You have a great day and a great week.
Appreciate you.
Thanks. So a super important thing to remember that being interested in other people triggers lots of good things for you, and staying in touch with people on a consistent basis is one of the primary ways to get and build a referral base. I hope you enjoyed the conversation I had with Tom. I sure did. I hope that you take some time to dig into some AI tools, maybe Engage Pro or something like it, and that with that time that you save from leveraging technology, that you continue to upskill, or that you spend it with your friends and family, or even better yet, get outside into nature and get away from the screens. This is Emanuel Rose, Marketing in the Age of AI.
Thanks for listening to Marketing in the Age of AI. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. Your copy of
All right. Well, I guess we got no outro.